Ooh-wee. I'm wearing a whole lot of green today, and there's a reason. Check it out, stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. Today we are going to be doing a review of the new shoe, the next shoe, should I say. And it is, without further ado, the Nike Next Percent. Woo, check it out. This is the upgrade to the Nike Vaporfly 4%. We're gonna talk about some of the specifications of the shoe. We're gonna talk about the fit of the shoe. We're gonna talk about all the upgrades from the Nike Vaporfly 4% and what that means for you in this shoe. So let's go into it. First of all, let's go over the specifications of this shoe. This shoe weighs in at a scant 6.6 ounces in men's size 9. I will provide the grams down below since I can't do the conversion in my head. 6.6 ounces men's size 9. It is quite light. What makes it so light? Let's start with the upper. The upper is lighter than the Vaporfly 4% upper, either the original upper or the Fly Knit. It's got this new, very breathable, very light, very thin upper to it that allows for moisture to escape. So whether it's sweat trying to get out or rain trying to get in, it allows for the escape of moisture, the passage of moisture. Also allows it to be much more breathable than the Fly Knit or the original upper from the Vaporfly 4%. Check that out. Since we're talking about the upper, let's look at the lacing of this shoe. It is not the standard lacing up the middle. It is an asymmetric lacing system to provide a more secure, snug fit that's more anatomic to your foot. So you can tie your shoe very tight and not worry about pinching nerves and having numbness in your foot. It's a nice asymmetric lacing system here. Going to the tongue, let's talk about the tongue. Take a look at this tongue. And they zoom in on it because there was almost no tongue. It is very thin, very, very thin. No padding at all on this tongue. It is also offset with the laces as well. So check that out. Talk about the midsole a little bit. This midsole has 15% more ZoomX material in it. So you check it out. It's got, it says there, ZoomX foam. It's got 15% more than the Nike Vaporfly 4%. I don't know how that's possible. The offset of this shoe is 8 millimeters. The Nike Vaporfly 4% has a 10 millimeter offset. This has an 8 millimeter offset. What does that mean? That means this shoe actually promotes more of a midfoot strike instead of a heel strike. So with a less of an offset, so that means there's a 8 millimeters offset between the heel and the forefoot of this shoe. So it provides a little bit more of a midfoot strike if you're a midfoot striker. The heel is 40 millimeters thick of ZoomX. It is very, very thick. Hoka's, if you know Hoka's at all, Hoka One, they have a midsole heel width of like 32 to 36 to 38 millimeters. 40 millimeters. We're gonna see how that feels when we go running in it, whether I feel like I'm on stilts or not. And then the forefoot, it has 32 millimeters, so very thick. It's a maximalist shoe. It's a maximum cushion shoe at 6.6 ounces. It's got the aerodynamic shape in the back here, just like the Vaporfly 4%. It's got going to the outsole here, or to the sole of the shoe. You can see it only really has rubber in the front because it really is promoting that midfoot, forefoot strike. So you really shouldn't be landing on your heel too much. Although it does have white rubber in the back if you are somewhat of a heel striker, but it's got a lot of rubber up front for that impact when you're landing on your forefoot. It provides protection from that. And it has a weird pattern to it. Check out this pattern. Check out that shape. That's going to be unusual. I can't tell you why they did that. It's more of a probably aerodynamics, more of an anatomic fit type of thing. But yeah, strange. What is similar to this shoe from the Nike Vaporfly 4% is the carbon insert in here, which you can't see, but makes it very, very stiff. Check that out, very stiff. So, recap, we got a lighter upper. This is the Vapor Weave upper, nice and light and allows vapor to come in and out. Asymmetric lacing, thicker midsole, 40 millimeters in the back, 32 in the front. New pattern of the outsole, more rubber on the front for promoting midfoot strike. 8 millimeter offset to promote midfoot strike, and it is very green. A couple other things I noticed when I started putting this shoe on. If you look at in the heel area inside, so look in here, you can see there's a heel collar. It's very thick, it's very padded. We'll see how that works with running in them. Hopefully there's not an abrasion issue here with that. The other thing that I noticed with the insole, which I don't like at all, I can tell you that right now, is this insole right here is not removable. Not even close. I just reviewed a pair of Hoka One Ones, the Rincon, and the insole was glued in but removable. This is not really removable. In fact, part of it looks like it's sewn in there. It is not removable, so if you need orthotics, sorry. This is meant for very efficient, neutral runners. This is a road shoe, road racing shoe for neutral runners. So take a look at it one more time. All right, so that's some of the information on the shoe. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna go for our first run and get the initial impressions of this shoe. We're gonna go out for 3 or 4 miles. We're gonna start out easy, do a nice easy run. We're gonna pick up the pace in a couple areas. We're gonna do some tempo, 5K tempo. So we're gonna get down, we're gonna start around 8-minute mile pace, and then we're gonna progress to 6-minute mile pace, and then we're gonna do some high speed stuff around 5 to 5:20 minute mile pace and see how this shoe feels at different paces. And come back here, see how it feels, see how it fits. If I have any hot spots, any abrasions, anything like that that bother me, I'll tell you about them. If they feel good, I will tell you that as well. And yeah, so let's get rolling. Let's go run. Okay, well, that'll wrap things up for today. Nice 4-mile run. Got it in before the storms came in, and plenty of people turning their heads to see this freak wearing all green. But before I get into my initial impressions of the shoe, I want to tell you what the price is and ask for your opinion. So the price of these shoes on Nike.com is $250. So comment down below. Do you think any shoe is worth $250? Most shoes these days go around 100 up to around $150 average. $115 is not unusual for a decent running shoe. $250, almost twice the price of a normal pair of shoes. $250. Leave a comment down below. Is that reasonable? Anyway, initial impressions. I'm not sure. Going slow in these shoes, 8-minute mile pace, 8:30. These shoes felt terrible. I had tight spots. I felt like pieces of the shoe were pulling apart. I felt like my sock was rolled up on itself at times. I actually stopped one time to see what was going on with the shoe, especially the upper. It felt a little weird, a little cumbersome in them as well, a little awkward. That's the word, awkward. But yeah, they didn't feel great. As I increased my speed, they felt better. As I got more towards the midfoot and really worked on my running form, they felt better. And finally, once I got warmed up and I got them kind of used to my foot and everything, I got a couple tempo shots in there on 5:20, 5:30 pace, and then did a section around 5:10 pace as well. And yeah, they started coming alive. They started feeling a lot better. I started feeling like the Nike Vaporfly 4%, but I would say they felt lighter than the Nike Vaporfly 4%. They felt like I was being promoted to run on my midfoot more and land on the ball of my foot more than the Nike Vaporfly 4% that have the large landing area on the ball of your foot for these shoes. That's much larger than the heel area for these shoes. And I'll try to show a little diagram of that again. So I did feel like I was being promoted to land on the midfoot and forefoot of my shoe more. That helped. And definitely lighter, and I was able to maintain 5:10 pace without too much effort, not as much effort as I would say in regular racing shoes. So I think it definitely did help with the higher speeds. They are lighter. They are a couple tenths of an ounce lighter than the Nike Vaporfly 4%. I think they are at 6.8 or 6.9. These are 6.6, but softer, and I could definitely feel the softness in these shoes. I did not have any issue with stability, even though I have 40 millimeters of cushion underneath my heel and 32 millimeters underneath the ball of my foot. I did not feel like I was going to roll my ankle, although I did almost roll my ankle on a stone, but that's because that has nothing to do with the shoe, I don't think. That's me landing on a stone. So I'm conflicted about whether to keep these shoes, especially at $250, but they're green, and yeah, they're supposed to be the next best thing. So that's the initial impressions for the Nike Next Percent Vaporfly, I guess what you call them. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. If you have a pair of these shoes, what do you think of them? Do you like them? Are they worth $250? Hey, in any case, that's it. Leave any comments down below. Leave a thumbs up on the video if you like the video. We're gonna get some more shoes up in here and review them up in here, something like that. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Until next time, peace.